is 8:01. I'm a couple of seconds late, but I trust that that's okay. This is Coffee Talk, where we get together every day, 7 days a week. We chat about what's going on in the world of weather. Today is going to be a bit of an abbreviated version of Coffee Talk, just because I'm in the weather lab and I am tracking things for, of course, the big rocket launch this morning. I always love talking about them. Let's just take a live look outside. This is from Launch Complex 40, our vantage point at the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, where in just a few hours' time, we're expecting an absolutely beautiful launch. This rocket is going to do something fairly unique as well. It is going to be returning to the pad. Yeah, don't get that happening very often at all. As a matter of fact, does add some adjustments so let's talk about things. First and foremost, I'm going to keep on the top, or I'm going to keep at least on screen a live look at the rocket just so that you can see it. But at the same time, I do want to talk a little bit about what's going on as we come to you live from the First Morning Weather Lab. So here's what we've got for you. Forecast for the launch this morning looking great. Wind shear not a concern above us. Booster recovery weather, because it's not out in the ocean, because it's coming back to the pad, basically the launch forecast is the exact same as the recovery forecast. It's good. 70% chance of good weather. Launch window opens at about 10:25 this morning. So we're going to be out here for a while monitoring weather conditions. And of course, we will bring you the live feed from the rocket launch as SpaceX begins it. Jamie, good morning to you. Frankie, good morning, buddy. Naomi, Janice, how are you? John, hope you're doing well. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's talk a little bit about that sonic boom impact, okay? From St. Lucie and Okeechobee counties all the way up the shoreline, essentially to and including Volusia County, over through the Orlando Metro, there is the chance that you hear sonic booms. The way that this works, the rocket takes off, right? The first stage breaks apart, turns around, and essentially comes back to the Kennedy Space, the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, excuse me. So as that returns, the rest of it goes up into space. That first stage, they have to slow it way down and then get it to start falling. And then, of course, that hits terminal velocity. And then they actually land it back at LZ1, or landing zone 1. So all that to be said, highlighted counties from Daytona Beach all the way down through the Treasure Coast and all the way off toward the west through the Orlando Metro, including Winter Haven and Champions Gate, and we have even heard sonic booms as far west as Tampa in the past from these landings. So it is something that may impact a lot of people. I guarantee that there's going to be people saying, what was that? And that's fine, I get it. But anyway, so we're here to just kind of keep you up to date. Now, in terms of the weather picture, we talk always about weather forecasting. Let's just take a look at our infrared satellite. And today, these are the two areas at the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station that we are monitoring. Launch Complex 40, that's where the rocket lifts off. Landing Zone 1, that's where the first stage comes back down. We have a couple of clouds, and I can tell you, and you can see it very clearly there on our live perspective, things are looking gorgeous, right? The pad looks gorgeous. The sun is shining. It is a spectacular start to the day, all right? So in terms of clouds, not overly concerned about that. In terms of our live radar, the only that I'm seeing, what you're seeing in the greens there, it's kind of junk, okay? It's not really anything that is of concern. When you've got a lot of moisture like that, hold on a second, Kellyanne's texting me. We're logisticizing. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry. Just making sure we're all on the same page. Okay. All right. So what you're seeing on radar, that's just kind of ground clutter, things like that. Not a big concern. When we look at Futurecast, again, when we look at Futurecast, what you're looking at here are the areas of concern, and then south of LC40 is landing zone. But for launch, we're just The bottom line is what you're going to see here on Futurecast 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11. We're looking good. All right. So, again, I think that this launch forecast absolutely is looking stunning. Let me just text Kellyanne one more question here. Oh, it's on 40, so she's not going to have a clear start. First, and then you switch it to whatever you want once I'm off it. Okay. All right. So that's what we're looking at. Um, this this is we're going to kind of do coffee talk in two bits. Okay. This is the first bit, just talking about the launch. Then in about 2 seconds, I'm going to have to get off coffee talk so that I can go do my TV hit. Okay. At which point in time, I apologize. And then I'm going to start another coffee talk where we can get in depth with all the other stuff. Okay. So I did just want to pop on at 8 o'clock to get you an update. Hang with me. I'm going to start another coffee talk and we're going to look into the interesting comings and goings of our weekend forecast. Okay. And we'll take more questions and everything. Linda's asking launch time set right now for 10:25. Things are looking good. Okay. All right. So again, that's part one of coffee talk. Let me go do TV and then I'll get to part two of coffee talk. Okay. Sound good? Thank you guys. Join me again. I hit on TV at about 8:15 and then by about 8:18, I will be back and we can get into a long form coffee talk. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys and gals so much. See you in just a couple of minutes on TV and then back for coffee talk second edition.